Hey everybody, my name is Gabriel. I am in Chicago. I'm standing right on Michigan Avenue on one of the islands, and I've got the Chicago Christmas tree behind me. I'm a student at the School of the Art Institute of Chicago. I'm taking some classes there, and to make ends meet while I'm doing that, I'm also working a bunch of different jobs, including DoorDash. So actually, right now, I'm kind of just in between orders, so I decided to shoot this video while I'm waiting for a new order to come in. While I'm in SAIC, I'm painting, drawing student, but I'm also really interested in sculpture and in sort of other forms of artistic expression. I've recently learned about Joseph Cornell and these really interesting boxes he made kind of in the middle, in the heart of the 20th century. There are a bunch of them on display at the Art Institute. I recommend going there if you can. So while I've read a lot about him, spent a lot of time checking out his work, and so that sort of thing for me, that ends up in my mind. I'm sure that happens to you guys too. You read about somebody interesting, and then things that they've done that you can relate to in some way on a kind of personal level, sort of just become part of your consciousness. So in my travels already, as I am just sort of wandering around the city, I see these, there's just all kinds of stuff that gets left behind in cities. They're just, people living their lives. In Chicago, for example, you'll often see, come springtime, as the weather warms up, the trash barrels, the trash receptacles in the parks will just be overflowing with like winter clothes or heavier clothes, and so they're just these little sort of signs and signals of life in the city. I have seen earrings on the ground. I've seen shoes on the ground. Today I saw a pair of jeans kind of neatly folded and on one of those. They're not like fire hydrants, but they're like these sort of short, squat, kind of like fire plugs. And they were just sitting right there very neatly, as if somebody had changed clothes for the day and left a pair of pants on the bureau or something. Anyhow, one of the interesting things about those Cornell boxes I was talking about before is they're these sort of haunting combinations of material that for Joseph Cornell was a kind of, there was a real nostalgia connected to an earlier time, just items that for him sort of felt like old New York. He lived in one of the boroughs of New York, and he would go into Manhattan and he would find items. I'm going to talk to you more about that. I've got an order coming in, but this is sort of the beginning of an explanation of my project that I'm doing in Chicago related to those boxes.